Very good morning, students. So in the previous class, we discussed related to the average speed, and I was given one example problem for the average speed, as well as I'll tell you one more example related to the average speed. Suppose there was a question, it is in the material or in our Telugu Academy textbook, another example problem, that is a second example, because in the previous class first example is finished and we'll go for a second example. Suppose if the particle is traveling between the two positions, right? So the particle is traveling between the two positions, therefore first one third of distance with speed is v1, and the next one third of distance with speed is v2, and the last one third distance with speed is v3. Try to understand the question. See the given question: if the particle is traveling between the two positions, that is A and B, in that first one third distance with speed is v1, and the next one third distance with speed is v2, and the last one third distance with speed is v3. Then find average speed. Question will be find v average, is asking speed. Now let us see. Actually here in the previous also I told you very clear. See, for one third distance there is a time is not given, so that you take as a time is t1 for first one third distance, and the next one third distance also how much time it takes, that we don't know, no? Then you take as a t2 time takes, and the last one third distance it is takes a t3 is the time, because in this question they are not given the times. So we know that is average speed is nothing but a total distance by, you say, total time. So for every problem for the average speed, this we have to take a total distance by total time. Here in the question, first one third distance, second one third distance, last one third distance is given, so that the average speed is equal to s by 3 plus s by 3 plus, you say, s by 3 by the time intervals are given t1 plus t2 plus t3. See, in the numerator you look at, that is s by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3, it is becomes, we can say like this, 3s by 3 by t1 plus t2 plus t3, so that 3 cancel. Then the average speed is equal to, it is s by t1 plus t2 plus t3. This is the, now in this now we have to get a t1 t2 t3. Then after getting t1 t2 t3, then here you substitute, we'll get the average speed, so that the time is equal to, it is a distance by speed. Look at, for first interval you take, that is t1, so the distance is given as s by 3 and the speed is given as v1, so that for the first interval of time we can say like this, this is for the first interval of a time. You go for a second interval also same, s by 3 v2, same, similar it is, s is s by 3 and the v is v2, that is for second time interval, so that it is nothing but a t2. Then you take a t3, the t3 is nothing but a s by 3 v3. Now we know t1 t2, suppose you give equation 1 2 3 like 4. Now substitute these all equations. So substitute now 1 or otherwise 2 3 4 in 1, so that average speed is equal to, find your s by t1, that is s by 3 v1, t2 s by 3 v2, t3 s by 3 v3, so that here you write s by 3 v1 plus s by 3 v2 plus s by 3 v3, so that the average speed is equal to s by, the denominator you look at, s by 3 s by 3 s by 3 is there, you take a common is s by 3, 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. Okay, so this is the way we should find the average speed. Let us coming to the next one. In this again you cancel your s by s is cancelled, right? And coming to the average speed will be, we can take like this, say 1 by, actually here we can write this 3 will come up, no? Then you take 3 in the denominator, look at, see actually v1 v2 v3 is there, you take a common because 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3, you take a common, or we can say you take a LCM, v1 v2 v3 is the LCM. So now here it is a 1 by v1 is there, no? Now you divide this v1 by this, so that v1 v1 cancel, then it is left over v2 v3, so multiply with this v2 v3 plus, like here 1 by v2 is there, no? Again you same take v1 v2 v3 by v2, so v2 v2 is cancelled. What is left over here? v1 v3 is left over, so you multiply with this, then will it is get v1 v3 plus, again also you take same thing, that is v1 v2 v3 divided by v3, so we may get v3 v3 cancel, so v1 v2 is left over and you multiply with 1, then we'll get the v1 v2 like this. This is the process and this is the method to do the problem. Now here denominator, here it is v1 v2 v3 is there, no? Then you take up, then we'll get the average speed will be 3 v1 v2 v3 by v2 v3 plus v1 v3 plus v1 v2. This is the average speed and it is for IPE question. So remember, distances are given. In this question also some distances are related to given, so that the average speed will be 3 v1 v2 v3 by v2 v3 plus v1 v3 plus v1 v2. Okay. So this is the formula for first 1/3, second 1/3, third 1/3, right? Last 1/3. So the average speed will be 3 v1 v2 v3 by v2 v3 plus v1 v3 plus v1 v2. On this basis, there is a one question is there in our IPE material. See, same question, same, everything is same. That is the question given. On this basis, I'll give you that question. Right, for the same formula there is a question is given, a car travels, this is the problem, right, in our material, that is the page number 42 is the page number, right, and the question number is, this is 2, question number 2 from material. So this was given in the March TS in our Telangana 18th 16, 14 and so on. It is given in the IPE examination. So a car travels, there is a question, a car travels, say look at first third of distance with speed. So for the first third of distance with speed is given as 10 km per hour, and the next second third of distance, that is 20 km per hour kmph, right? And the last third of distance, that is we can say here the 60 km per hour, this is given. So that we say v1 is given as 10 km per hour, v2 is given as 20 km per hour, and v3 is given as 60 km per hour. This is the question. Then find the average speed during the between the 2 points. So directly we have the formula, average speed is equal to 3 v1 v2 v3 by v2 v3 plus v1 v3 plus v1 v2. Directly here you substitute, will get the average speed will be, it is equal to 3 into v1, here it is 10 km per hour, so into v2, 20 kilometer per hour and V3 60 kilometer per hour by V2 V3, then you multiply V2 V3, that is 20 into 60 plus again, so V1 V3 is there now, 10 into 60 plus last one it is V1 V2, so you take 10 into 20 it is, so that the average speed will be, it is equal to, this is you multiply, it is a 12, right, I think 120, and the next is 1200 into 3, that is 36 I think so. Okay, so final will get the average speed will be, that is equal to 18 kilometer per hour. If you simplify this, you may get 18 kilometer per hour. This is the average speed. If you go through the simplification, so that you may get the 18 kilometer per hour. So it is for the basis of first one third, second one third, last one third. For this formula, this is an example problem. Right, and there is another question is there in our material only, that is the same page number. You take a problem again, the page number will be 42 and question number will be 1 from material, right. The question was given like this: a man walks on a straight road from his home to a market. See, actually man is at home, okay, and is walks on a straight road from his home to market. There is a market is located. The distance is given as 2.5 kilometer, right? 2.5 kilometer away from away with a speed. See, is walking with a speed is equal to 5 kilometer per hour. It is given like this, 5 kilometer per hour. Finding the market is closed. Here it is, the market is closed. Then again he walks back with a speed. Again he return back with a speed. How much a speed is given here? It is 7.5 kilometer per hour is he return back. What is the first one is asking? What is the first one? Magnitude of average velocity. See, average velocity is asking. Same it is, the velocity also it is remains the same, and second is average speed is asking. See that here we taken as average speed. One is the average velocity, you say, that is we can say average velocity, and one more we can say average speed it is, that is V average is asking. So here better this average velocity will do in the next, because the average velocity is not over now. Then we'll see only average speed. Same question again we'll do in the average by the time of velocity. So that here a distance is given. First distance is given. How much distance is given here? It is a 2.5 kilometer is given, right? So you take S is equal to given as 2.5 kilometer from his home, and is walking with a speed is 2.5. It is given as 5 kilometer per hour. Okay, and he return backs with a speed is 7.5 kilometer per hour. So average distance is average speed is nothing but that is the total distance by, right, total distance by total time. However, total distance is nothing but here given as 2.5 plus here also we have to get a other 2.5, because the distance is same, no. So the 2.5 plus 2.5 divided by total time t1 plus t2. We don't know time. So that we have to get a times by using the time is equal to distance by speed. First one it is, right? So that there is a first distance, how much is it is 2.5. How much a speed is moving? It is given as 5. So that we'll get like this 25 by 50. So it takes a half an hour. Okay, you make it half an hour, and you take a T2, that is S by V2. S is how much again? It is 2.5 again. So what is our speed is given? 7.5. So it is 2.5 divided by 7. So we may get 1 by 3 R, right? So to be like this. Now we know T1 and T2. Here you substitute. Therefore average speed is equal to 2.5 plus 2.5 is nothing but a 5. And you take a 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So that what happens? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but again it is 5 by LCM you take, then it is we may get 5 by 6. 5 cancel. So the answer is average speed is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. So this is average speed. Suppose you want to get average velocity, see we may get a 0 because it is a total displacement, no? So from initial again he reaches to market, and from there again he reaches to the same position. So that the average velocity, because displacement by time, no? However displacement is 0, then we'll get the average velocity also 0. So this is a one problem related to speed and velocity. Okay, you go through this. It is given in our material. That is first problem. Right, and here I'll give you another example problem related to the same average speed. Suppose here the question for this given, the given question is here the question is again the particle. You take a problem again, right? Suppose the body is traveling between the two positions, right? First 2 by 5 distance with speed is v1, and the next 3 by 5 distance speed is v2. Then find average speed. Same, the questions are same. So again is asking average speed, no? Again here we don't know. First this we don't know time, and the next we don't know time. So that you take average speed is equal to, that is total distance by total time. We can take like this. So total distance again you take as, that is 2 by 5s plus 3 by 5s by total time is t1 plus t2. So that here 2 by 5 plus 3 by 5 is nothing but again we'll get here it is 5 by 5 s by t1 plus t2. So simple you cancel, then we may get average speed is equal to s by t1 plus t2. Again in this case also we have to get a t1 and t2. Same situation, you take a t is equal to s by v, then t1, that is s how much is given? It is 2 by 3 by v1. I'm sorry, 2 by 5 it is. So t1 is equal to 2s by 5v1 it is. In the same way t2 is equal to 3s by 5v2. Now we know t1 and t2, here you substitute. Therefore average speed is equal to, it is equal to s by, the t1 will be 2s by 5v1 plus 3s by 5v2. Again in this you take a common is s by 5 you take a common. So that the average speed is equal to s by 5 is common. Therefore 2 by v1 plus 3 by v2. So s is cancelled. Then average speed is equal to 5 will come, right, from denominator to numerator. You take a LCM, again you multiply like this, 2v2 you multiply with this and you multiply with this plus 3v1 by v1 v2. So average speed is equal to 5v1 v2 by 2v2 plus 3. This is the way we have to calculate the average speed. See, we discussed a number of problems on this basis of average speed. This all related to NEET and as well as JEE Mains and MCET also. These problems are very important. So that you go through this all problems. It is also important for IP, Intermediate Public Examination also. So you without fail you refer these all problems, then definitely you will get the one question in final examination. Okay, you go through this. Right. So these are related to average speed example problems. Let us see the next one is actually after speed we'll move to velocity. That is the next one related to velocity. Here you write velocity. Here velocity is nothing but it is a scalar. Sorry, I'm sorry to say it is a vector. So first one you take velocity is the side heading. We can say v bar because it is a vector. Here you write it is a vector, and as well as the velocity is defined as the rate of change of displacement with respect to time, the displacement of a particle. That's what we can call the rate of change of displacement. Rate means time. So we can write here ds by, here it is ds by, here you write a dt, or we can say s bar by t. That's what we can say the rate of change of displacement. So with respect to time, the speed, displacement of a particle is changes. So we can call as a velocity. That's what you write on the v bar because it is a vector. So v bar is equal to ds by dt, that is s by t we can say. Now coming to the point is, here again we should write a units. CGS units that we know, same whatever it is, a speed is there. You write here it is a centimeter per second, and MKS you take that is meter per second, and the dimensional formula DMF will be, we can say it is LT power minus 1. And usually displacement, the rate of change of displacement, that is V is equal to ds by dt, or it is simple displacement by time also we can say, displacement by time. Clear? Now coming to the point, again in this also we have uniform velocity. That is in the previous class I told you very clear about a uniform speed. Suppose you take it between the two positions A and B. So the particle is covers equal displacements in equal interval of a time. That you say 1 meter in 1 second, and the next 1 meter also it takes the same 1 second, next 1 meter also it takes a 1 second, so that it covers equal displacements in equal interval of a time. It covers equal displacements in equal interval of a time, which we can call as a uniform velocity. Like in the say non-uniform, right? Non-uniform in the sense is, again see in the previous class about a speed I told you very clear, 1 meter distance it takes a 1 second, and 2 meter displacement it takes a 1 second, 3 meter displacement it takes a 1 second, 4 meter displacement it takes a 1 second. That's what it is, unequal displacements in equal interval of a time. Unequal displacements in equal interval of a time. Suppose you take, we can also take like this again. Suppose between the two positions you give like this, say 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. It takes a 1 second, 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. See, unequal time intervals. It covers, the body covers between the two positions equal displacements in unequal interval of a time, or we can say unequal displacements in equal interval of a time. Statements are same. Instead of saying distance, here you say displacement. That's all. That's all it is. This is about a uniform and non-uniform velocity. Now let we'll move to average velocity. That is average velocity. See, in the I told you very clear in the average speed, that is here it is total displacement by, we can say total time. Instead of saying here distance, you take as displacement, so that the average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time. So if it is the particle is changes from the position x1 to x2 in a time intervals t1 to t2, so that here also we can say average velocity is equal to, same it is, x2 minus final position minus initial position by t2 minus t1. See, remember, whatever average speed problems are there, no, that all problems will come in again will come in the average velocity, because instead of taking distance you take a displacement, that's all. Instead of taking distance you take a displacement. Every problem, whatever the problem we discussed in the previous, okay, that will come in the same again the average velocity. Suppose the average velocity between the two positions, first half the distance it travels with a speed is velocity is v1, and the next half the displacement is travels with velocity v2. What is the average velocity for that? Again you write average velocity, you know, on the bar you write. Therefore we can say 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. Instead of distance you say displacement, that's all. Instead of speed you say velocity. This is the minor change. If you change minor, the previous problems, in the previous problems you change a minor changes, then we'll get the all average velocity problems. This is about a velocity, uniform velocity, non-uniform and average velocity. Okay? Right? Here I'll tell you another one that we can say instantaneous velocity. So this is the instantaneous velocity. instantaneous, instantaneous velocity. Sir, what is this mean by instantaneous? At a particular time the strength of the velocity, or the particular time the velocity of a particle at a particular time, at a particular place, at a particular time and at a particular place, the velocity of a particle which we can call as a instantaneous velocity. So that here which we can take as this is delta s is the change in displacement, you say, right? Or you want to say ds also, no problem, and delta time is the time interval. So that the v instantaneous is equal to delta v, delta s by delta t, or else you want to say ds by dt also, no problem. Suppose if there is a given is delta t tends to 0, very small time, very small interval of a time, therefore we can also mention delta t tends to 0 dv by dt, which is equal to, it is ds by dt. We can also take like this. Okay, right? And here this is the, in case of a differentiation method, if I go for a integration method, it is in mathematics. See, we can also take like this for instantaneous velocity, v is equal to ds by dt. Therefore you cross multiply, ds is equal to, it is v into dt. So here you apply integration, that is the symbol of integration is s. Here you take ds, right, is equal to integral dv. So this is the integration method. At a particular place, at a particular time, the velocity of a particle which we can call as a instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity is nothing but at a particular time, at a particular place, the velocity of a particle which we can call as a instantaneous velocity. So that here we can take like delta ds is a small displacement, dt is a small interval of a time, therefore v bar inst instantaneous ds by dt or ds delta s by delta t. If delta t tends to 0, very small time interval, delta t tends to 0, that we can call very small time interval, delta, that is limit, delta t tends to 0 dv by dt or delta v by delta t is equal to ds by dt. In integration method if we take, so this is the integration symbol in maths, so integral ds, you write here integral ds, right, is equal to integral v into dt. So this is about a instantaneous velocity. Okay, so this is the today's class, and thank you very much, and you go through this all, then definitely it is help you, and thank you. We'll see in the next class.